I've always been told that I'm too small, I'm not big enough, I'm not fast enough. I don't have what it takes. I prepare so no one can take what is mine. No one can replace my mind, my heart. To be the best and stay there, sweat is necessary. I'm older. Of course I'm older. That's the beauty of it. 16 years plus. Different level of wisdom, different level of understanding, different level of punishment. I want to live long after my records have fallen, long after my rings have tarnished. And whatever you got to do to make sure you chase your legacy every second of your life. Will you be remembered? How would you be remembered? Why wouldn't you fight for the greatest achievement ever? Leave your mark to endure forever, 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 forever. And it's the same thing I tell my kids. That's the easiest thing to do. You know what the hardest thing to do is? It's to do it when nobody ain't watching. What do you do when you go home? How much time do you spend with that basketball when you're by yourself? Yeah. It's all right, but I'm just telling you that we have to, and I tell my kids this all the time, you have to figure out at a very young age what you want to do. And when you figure out what you want to do, go do it. But every day, you can't take no breaks. Since I was 9 years old, I took 1 break or 2 breaks in my life. The breaks I took was some breaks that I had surgeries. That was the only breaks I've ever took. So for 27 years, I haven't took a break. I just came out the weight room this morning. I'm going back in the weight room again this evening. I work out over 5 times a day. For one simple reason. I don't like where I once was. I didn't like where I once was. So I promised myself, I promised my mom, I promised my sisters, I promised my city that I won't be back there. So when I walk in this gym, when I walked in that little ring over there and saw that ring, that's what I remember. That's where I grinded from. That's all I know. All I know is grind. And I'm looking at each one of y'all eyes right now, and it's grinding, each one of y'all. But now each one of y'all got to find out who's gonna become the leader. Who's gonna take that next step to tell somebody, man, let's shoot 500 times a day. If coach got us shooting 100 times a day, let me shoot 500. I tell my son, if you want to play basketball, you want me to pay for you to play basketball, you gotta shoot over 1,000 times a day. If you good in your right hand, and your right hand is the only thing you know how to use, put it behind your back, lock it with a belt, and use it every time you come in the gym. Dribble with your left hand. Make your left think like your right. That's if basketball is what you're trying to do. And whatever you're trying to do, man, schoolwork, trust me, it's the #1 thing when you talk about education. When you talk about life, when you talk about understanding where you really want to go, if you ain't bringing home straight A's and B's, because that means you dialed in. That means you made up your mind to do something. But then there's a balance there, because we're 3-part beings. Mind, body, spirit. We're 3-part beings. Mind, body, spirit. Take this with you the rest of your life. Don't wake up without prayer. Don't wake up without thanking God that I'm up this morning. Because I promise you, none of us had control over that. Your mama didn't wake you up this morning, your daddy didn't wake you up this morning. It's only one person that woke us all up this morning. And I ain't talking about religion, I'm talking about a different power. So once you understand what your prayer life should be, then you got to understand what your physical life should be. I don't get out of bed in the morning without grinding. That's what I'm asking each one of y'all right now. What's the difference in you and the man sitting beside you? Because in my business, 1% makes it. That's it. So out of every child sitting there right now, if everybody had the same dream, one will make it from this whole crowd. Who will be that one? What's the difference of your mindset and everybody else's mindset that's sitting here? Who's the next Michael Jordan sitting in this room? Who's the next Ray Lewis? Sports was a scapegoat for me. It was a way out because it taught me complete discipline. It taught me how to really dial in. Okay, when you wake up in the morning, are you really pissed off? I am. I stay pissed off because I'm always chasing something else. I ain't done nothing. I ain't done nothing yet. Because whatever New Year's coming up in 30 plus days when we get back there, that's a whole new year for me. Grinding, grinding.